Friends, hello, happy Friday. Stop it, you can't do that, pal. It's not gonna work, because odds are this video is gonna be out on like a Tuesday or Wednesday, but it is Friday upon recording day, so we're saying happy Friday and have a lovely weekend, which means I hope you guys had a lovely weekend, because it's already happened by the time this video comes out. Unless you're looking ahead, you can look at, there's a weekend every, 7 days? That's, at least that's what I'm told, apparently. Nonetheless, we are on to the Smashville Predators. I feel like we've been cruising along with these one-year reboots. We're in March. I guess, it started out late. Nice little stutter there. It started out late because of when the game came out, but we're cruising along. Roman Josi, Philip Forsberg right now is in the boys. Looks like this team has about 5 million. We see that properly there. 5 million cap space. Smashville, a team where it's pretty safe to say this team feels like they should be winning a Stanley Cup, or at least contending for one after what they fired their old head coach. They brought in Johansen last year, and now we see what Nashville can do viewing these contracts. So once again, we make sure, 4 million in cap space. I always up the cap space. I think it's 82. It's right under 82, isn't it? Cap. Yeah, 81.5. I was gonna say 81.6, 81.5. But looking at Nashville, you have Roman Josi, Forsberg. I like this team. Matt Duchene's getting paid a lot of money. So is Ryan Johansen. He's around here somewhere. Granlund, UFA? No, I was going to say, okay, so Granlund, Arvidsson, Ekholm. There's Ryan Johansen. 8 million to be an 84 overall. That's tough though to swallow right there. Are we able to move Ryan Johansen's a question. I don't know if we want to either. Goalie, Saros and Rene, 5 million and 1.5. So if we really need to move anybody, we can move Pekka Rene, being a lower overall than Saros. That'd remove 5 million off the books. Let's go and take a look at Nashville, though. Right off the bat, this team is, according to EA, a seller. I'm gonna be honest, I thought this was a contender type of team. So for EA to say straight up, we just sim this team up right now, they're a seller, they're not a contender. That's an interesting one. So let's see what they have here. Arvidsson, Duchene. See, that's the problem. You have Duchene getting paid all that money in 85. You have Johansen in 84. You're paying 16 million in 85 and 84 overall. You just can't be doing that. I know that's all we're looking for, or looking from it in a video game standpoint, at least there. No matter what they mean to their team. Actually, I can't believe Duchene's only an 85. Has he struggled that much lately? Duchene, 42 points, 58 points. I mean, you got 50. That's the wrong direction. No, that's the right direction. He had 58 over there in that season with Ottawa, but he did 12 with Columbus, and then 42 last season. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised they dropped his overall that much. I mean, I guess when you look at his stats overall, that's probably about right for him. 85 overall. We'll give him that. Let's see how he looks from a chemistry standpoint. Nah, he doesn't fit here. Nobody fits on this team from a chemistry standpoint. I don't like seeing that. There's just too many guys on this team that say negatory to the chemistry. We're just going to go straight off the bat here. Yeah, nothing's there. That was too easy to look at. We're going to go straight here to the coaching staff, and we're going to make a new coach, or make a coaching change. Something has to give from a chemistry standpoint. This team's currently a seller. Maybe if we get rid of Adam Lawson. Adam? Is that your name? Adam? Yeah, we're going to go with that. Albert. That was close. Sounds nice. We'll go with Albert. Short. You're out of here, Albert. See you later. You and Einstein are gone. So we're going to take a look at the general list. That is not Lawson, because we just fired a McIntosh is out there. Zoe McIntosh, which we got here. A plus on a power play. Now it looks to be about it, but we don't really care. We're more worried about the team fit. 58% across the board. Again, not too much there. Benning and Oliver. Or is it Olivier? It might be Olivier. Looking good there. Seidenberg has some better chemistry. Granlund fits. Yossi's up there a little bit better. Sissons is up there. I do like that idea there in Seidenberg. That's an improvement. And he's an offensive specialist or forward specialist, but he's still got a C in the category there. Looks like he's more of a special team specialist here. Bordeaux. We're going to go with Bordeaux. Matt Duchene, Ekholm, Ellis. Again, a lot of our young or top tier guys. Some solid chemistry there. Johansen, not as much. And we could always consider trading him if we have to. And we get to the AHL coaches after that. I think we almost have to, because Granlund's a nice player to keep around if we can. I like seeing his chemistry max out there. Sisson's decent. Fabro's kind of meh. The defense in general is kind of meh. We're going to give that a try, I think, here. Offense in Seidenberg. And we're going to see what he can do here. We're going to offer him that NHL coaching role. Going wrong direction here. We're just going to max that bad boy out as always. I'd like you to turn that frown upside down, Pod. We may have just yelled a little bit too loud, because that piece of paper just moved. Could have been the win, though. The window is open. It is currently March, fellas. It is March and like 55 degrees. I don't know. It feels hot out, though. Welcome to Ohio, I guess. Oh, we're done scrolling up. Sorry, got me going about the weather. I can't believe it. It's freaking March and it's like, it feels like summer outside, but it's not summer. But it's crazy because it was like, you know, May last year, and due to the lockdowns and everything, things that people never talk about. Are we allowed to talk about climate change in the NHL world here? We're about to. It's funny to me, it always has been, that we always talk about global warming and everything, and how it does or doesn't affect the world, how we don't affect it as people, as humans, whatever. But all of a sudden, you lock down the entire world in May last year. Nobody's going outside. Businesses aren't running. You know, all that extra heat and whatever from cars, from, again, big businesses running is gone. And all of a sudden, it's freaking snowing in May. Like, that was the coldest May I remember in my life. And it ain't even close. I don't know. Drawing the dots. Our color in the circles. Draw the connected dots. Do what you got to do. Nonetheless, we're here to play some hockey. Not talk about climate change. I apologize. It just happened to come to mind. Won't happen again, fellas, I promise, until like next video or something. Good thing is we're like 5 minutes into this one, so maybe you clicked off by now. And if you didn't click off, you're like, you know what? And I got nothing. I appreciate you guys that listened to the videos this far in. Let's take a look here, though. Forsberg's looking good. Duchesne better. Still not there. Arvidsson better. Yarncroc, Granlund again. That's what Max Kemi looks like apparently there. That's not bad, though, for a second liner. We're going to have to rock what we have here at the center position. Man, that's tough that Johansen's got to be so expensive. I'd like to get rid of him. I honestly don't hate the top six. What is Johansen? Playmaker? You have Granlund's a playmaker, too, as well. So I was going to say we could mix that up, but we can't have two playmakers there. Granlund would be great. We have a sniper laying around. Arvidsson could be the second unit sniper, but they're disagreeing with that. Because then you have Forsberg. No, Forsberg's a two-way guy, really. Forsberg wants to be that first liner, though. I like that. Add a little defense in a first line. Forsberg can do that. I'd like to see a goal scorer on that first line, though, with Duchesne, probably. Duchesne, you get the better chemistry, don't you? Him and Johansen are actually identical in that aspect there. So it's going to be tough to come across a good chemistry first line here, I think. So, again, we got our work cut out for us here. On defense, chemistry looking a little bit better there. Roman Josi with Ryan Ellis. It looks like everybody's about average or above average. I like that. Everybody fits in there nicely. So if we were to go offensive defenseman, defensive defenseman, that would probably boost those lines. Thing is, we have all two-way defenders, so that's not going to happen there. If anything, we put it on the third line with Borowecki. We could pick up that offensive defenseman. That's about the only direction we can go there. We have sniper, and two-way forward on the bench. I'd like to see where these guys fit from a chemistry standpoint. Nowhere. It is a tough game from a chemistry standpoint in this video by the looks of it here, unfortunately. But I think what we're going to do, I like the defense. I can't believe Fabro's only an 82. That guy is an absolute stud in franchise. He used to be an absolute stud, at least back in the day. I don't know if he still grows really well or not, but he was last year. Ryan Ellis, Roman Josi, you got Ekholm. I think that defense is very solid. Again, it'd be nice to get the chemistry boost there, but I don't think it's going to happen. So I think we go big on the offensive side of the puck here. And we consider moving the goaltender in Pekka Rinne to free up some cap space if we have to. Really, Nashville's got, again, surprisingly, considering the money they got spent in some guys, they have a decent amount of cap space. What's Josi getting paid? $9 million. Ellis 6. Ekholm 3.7. Yeah, I guess Fabro's getting an entry-level deal. That's helping. You know, normally that top four defenseman, you're seeing $4 to $5 million on average for those guys. For him to be that price as well. I think we're going to try a sniper. I think that is where we go here. Is we go sniper and then Yarncroc's gone. And we'll put, what's your name? Victor Arvidsson. We'll put Arvidsson probably back on a first line. So we'll go here. We'll go sniper. Really, we'd like a great sniper. We might put Arvidsson on a second line still. Or, you know, let's just go any sniper in the world. Why not? No, we can't go do that. We better go a little bit lower on the cap here. Be sort of team friendly here. Understanding this team's got some moves to be made. We'll try. I mean, this is a top line guy. This is the man. So we'll go 8 million or more. David Pastrnak, sign me up. I know how difficult it is to get a guy like David Pastrnak. He wants to be a second liner. It kills us. Thing is, though, we're not worried about that chemistry. It's not going to +1 anywhere. Nobody really fits on this team for whatever reason. Andrei Seshnikov would be a real nice ad, but he's no David Pastrnak. He is an entry-level contract. We're going to talk David Pastrnak. We have not made... I feel like we haven't made a David Pastrnak trade in a while. Maybe we could try Johnny Gaudreau. He doesn't fit anywhere on this team. He'd fit right in. He's got the perfect not-so-chemistry for this team. All right, David. You're coming over here. We're going to send, Tolvanen. Tolvanen. Look at that trade value, baby. I'm afraid to tell you this, but you're not going to be part of this team no more. Not as an elite player at 21 years old. I'm sorry to tell you, but you are about to be walked out the door for a big upgrade in David Pastrnak. I said it. I'm sorry, Tolvanen. I'm going to take David Pastrnak 9 times out of 10 no. We're going to try to move Pekka Rinne as well. That's going to open up the books there for the cap. And they're trying to move... they're trying to move Halak. That'd be a nice replacement there. $2 million. That's going to put us back over, isn't it? No, it's not, actually. I still want to see them retain some contracts. Will they do that? That is the question. Will they eat any of David Pasternak's contract? That seems like a tough ask, considering it's David Pastrnak. He's only got 3 years left on that deal. Really, we're going to ask him to retain both of them. I know we've had like zero luck this year. They will not retain anything. We've done so many trades this year now. You could offer, and we have, every first-round draft pick in the books, and they're still going to say that's not going to happen because we don't want to retain the salary. So we're going to try that a second. Trade surplus, okay. Again, just testing the waters as per the usual. Look at Nashville's trade value in that first-round pick right now. Another second, they're still saying no. All right, because we're going to go big or go home. We're going to go back to Nashville or Boston. And we're going to look at, I don't know, Jacob DeBrusk. It's a little bit more. Nope, that's not going to work. Sniper. Okay, we're going to pass on that one. Brandon Carlo. How you feel about Brandon Carlo? He fits on all D pairs, baby. They are willing to move Travis Frederick. We are not willing to make that trade, though. I am sorry, Travis Frederick. We do need some bottom players, though. Top 6 forward lines and Richie. That could open things up. We're going to try to add Nick Ritchie to the deal here. All of a sudden, again, we had that, 74 on the defense, I think. That, or not all defense, bottom 6, I should say. That has to go. So we're going to talk, man, we're going to get rid of, do we have 2 players on the bottom 6 that are that low overall that got to go? Do I remember, is Trenton playing? I know Olivier's playing. He gone. See you later. We're going to add him. And the reason we say that is because we're going to be probably offering, man, I'm nervous. That's a big deal to get rid of a first-round draft pick. But it's David freaking Pastrnak. Is it an overpayment? It might be. We're going to offer, just to make sure, we're going to offer, or ask, I should say, not offer. Ask for a second round in return here. Send it! Nope, they're not about that life. I understand. Send it! Nope, still not about that life. That dang trade meter, it'll get you, man. It teases you. Just staring right at you like, look how great this trade meter is. It's an even one, and then they're like, nope, okay, 2 first, because it's David freaking Pastrnak, and I'm allowing it. They're just not going to do it. Boston, it's David. You don't even need him. What do you guys need that guy for? Send him on over. All right, let's look at overalls once again, and we're going to go, man. We just traded for Patrick Laine in the last video. I feel like we can't do Patrick Laine again. Why do I always think Jake Gensel's not a sniper? Seshnikov too much. It was a Benajad. It's not a bad price. See, I want a better top 6 guy, though. If we're going to need an 86, I'd like to at least 87 plus. How's the stats look, Zibbies? No, he's below 90 on a shot. We need a goal scorer, baby. 90 on a shot there. Accuracy exactly for Jake Guentzel. So that's better. Really wouldn't mind Johnny Gaudreau. Gaudreau's even better on that shot there. And an excellent passer as well. $6 million a year. We're going to give Johnny Gaudreau a chance. Johnny G, baby. We're going to go right down the same exact road we was just on before. We're going to say Tolvanen. We're going to say here's a goaltender in Pekka Rinne. And we're going to say draft pick number 2. And we're going to need a goalie back in return. Calgary had too many goalies. I understand. That's fine. You're going to send one back. I was going to say I don't care who it is, but I kind of do care who it is. The 84, 2.6. That's too expensive, Rittich. You're going to have to retain that. You want to get rid of him, so maybe they will retain that. That is the one thing we can hope will work out for us here, is doing a trade like that. So the Tolvanen, Rinne, and a second for Gaudreau and Rittich. Sometimes you just have to test the waters with different teams. Like, it was a big swing and a miss on David Pastrnak, but what we've learned in franchises so far this year is there's some teams willing to wheel and deal and some aren't when it comes to their star players. And if you send them a solid trade, they'll accept it if they're willing to get rid of them. Trade rejected, looks fair, but they're unwilling to retain the salary. Okay, here we are. This is what I mean. You just got to find the right teams. I'll take Johnny Gaudreau for a second and a third and a first every day of the week. 2 seconds, that's a lie. Trade accepted. Johnny Gaudreau is now a Nashville Predator. The next thing is we do not have a bottom 6 player still, but right away I gotta see how Johnny Gaudreau is gonna slide into this team because it's a big difference here. If Johnny Gaudreau goes in that first line, keeps it a +1, so that's good. You're gonna put Duchesne there, and I think you keep Forsberg on that first line. And you say Granlund, Arvidsson, Yarncrocs eventually gonna go. We don't want that sniper on the bottom 6 as per the usual. So you got Arvidsson, Granlund. Can we find a power forward with that plus that line? Because Granlund fits there well. Arvidsson is kind of like, bleh, I don't know, I feel about it. I kind of want to play on the second line, but not really. I'd like to play up to Johnny Gaudreau, Matt Duchesne. Forsberg's the two-way forward. He does fit there better. Dude, there go. Sniper, playmaker, sniper on the first line. You try Granlund and Forsberg. And then you find... I like Johansen down here. Wow, Granlund on the third line's even better, though. We might be able to rock that. Just cuz. How would that work? Nah, it doesn't matter because you guys are snipers. And what is he, a power forward? Is that why? No, 2 snipers. Really? And that +3. What am I missing here? What is it? The scheme fits. He's a depth forward. Second line. Yeah, perfect. So none of these guys minus Yarncroc actually wants to be a third liner. We have the sniper, playmaker. And someone over +3 in that line. Interesting. We're going to go back to probably try, I think, though, the power forward game here. You pick the power forward up. Man. We might go power forward. Again, we don't want to keep Yarncroc. We don't have to. Because we want to get them defensive players. I might try to keep them, though. We're going to look for a power forward. I feel like this is the same game every single video. You always need that power forward. You got to do anything you can, though, for that chemistry. It is oh so important. So we're going to go player role. No, that's a lie. We're going to go player type. Power word. And this time around, it's going to have to be a cheap power forward because we do not have a lot of cap space. Again, Rene's gone. That opened the books up a little bit. But what is out there? We're not really trying to, we don't have to, I should say, bust the bank in this one. We can go middle tier of the pack here. 82. Perfect. Richie. See, we were just looking at Richie, too. How did he fit on this team? Top 6 forward line. See, that wouldn't be bad. We was looking at him before. I would not be against trying him. Greenway would be a second liner as well. A little bit better on the overall. How's he look? 86 in the passing and puck control. The shot's kind of bleh. You look at, that's Kubalik. Richie's 84-88 on the accuracy power. 86 in the passing. So they're practically identical players when it comes to the offensive side of the game or ice here. And that's what we're really concerned about. Shot blocking Greenway is a little bit better. We're going to try Greenway out. Greenway, let's go and see what you got. Because, Boston wouldn't bite earlier. Granted, we was just trying to pry away their best player. They wouldn't bite earlier. So we're going to go Greenway. Let's see what else they got on this team. If anything can be had that'll help us out here in any sort of way. Kaprasov, yeah, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? You bet. What's his overall player type? Sniper. Still has no picture in this game. That is unfortunate. So we're going to go you. I don't know if we have anything else out here. What's Fiala look like? Sniper. Fiala sniper. Left trigger doesn't work here. Okay, what's going on? Oh, we're on defense all of a sudden. All right, we won't be hitting that button, I guess. So we have Greenway. They are willing to get rid of Ian Cole, but that is too big of a contract. See, there's something interesting about Nashville. Is I just don't know why the A button is not working. We're hitting A and nothing is happening. There we go. But they're interesting because I feel like they have so many solid players that you just don't want to trade too many guys away, or you don't need to. But EA is calling him a seller, and you got to listen to what EA's got to say about people when it comes to that. Do we still have a first-round draft pick out here? Nah, look how low that first-rounder went. Just because we picked up, maybe we should have moved the first alt first. One big move like that in Johnny Gaudreau, and all of a sudden that first round is worth about nothing. We should have really tried moving it. They had Minnesota's and Pittsburgh's. Look at that Minnesota first round draft pick. Minnesota, do you have something out here we'd want? I don't know, man. I mean, Erickson doesn't seem bad. Another sniper, though. I wouldn't mind Dumba. That would be a nice player to have. Not at $6 million, but he'd be a nice player to have. A little too pricey for us. Minnesota likes paying their defensemen. I recall that now. We was doing their rebuild not that long ago, and they put the money in, which is, hey, I understand it. I'm all about defense winning championships. I respect the gameplay there. But Greenway, if you're going to come to the team, Is Yarncroc going to be the one that goes? He does have no trade value. I was going to say he has trade value. He doesn't, though. But he's got $2 million off the books, though, so that's going to help us out there. You make sure this trade could indeed work. So we're going to go you. And a second. We're going to ask you to retain some of that salary. I'm telling you, though, I'm torn to pieces on this Nashville team. Normally we have a pretty good, path, should we say, in mind. But this time around, a little bit more difficult. We're going to try 2 seconds. They're going to say trade reject because of the cap. That's fine. We're going to try to add a third just so you take that deal. Because the cap part's important for us if you could retain $1 million. I'd really appreciate that. That'd be really doing us a solid, Minnesota. And I know what you're thinking. Division rival. Why? Why would you do a solid? The easy answer is the Easter Bunny's coming soon, and you probably should just do it. And this is why you're getting rotten eggs. Perfect example. We're going to drop it down to 725. They're like, that's not going to happen. So what about 6? What about, okay, 5.25. We're going to keep nickel and diamond until you take this, Minnesota. Every penny counts. We're giving you a second to retain $400K, and you're not going to do it. I love the logic. Okay. We're not a second, a third. We're just going to take third away, then you're not going to have it. You can get out of here with your nonsense. Get out of here with your nonsense, not retaining 100K. You guys are fine. I seen your draft pick value. You wasn't planning on winning this year. You might as well retain a little bit of a salary there, right? That's all right. It's all good. Our third liner is now going to be what? Sissons. Sissons is going to go out there and end up being a... Come on, +3. That. Yes, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Sissons is a playmaker, and he's a two-way forward, so that's nice. I like what we got going there. I do. Defense looks good. Ellis and Yossi, the youngsters there on the second line with Ekholm. And the extras, you're going to have the 3v3. Who was there before and who will be there now? I don't know why. It's a defensive spot, and they always put the forward in it. It must be a different situation. I just don't fully understand there. But we're going to go Greenway. Why not? Get on in there, Greeny. Get you some playing time, pal. Why not? All right, and before we jump into this, just to confirm, there isn't free agents out anymore. I think we've looked at this a couple of times, and the free agent market is completely dead now at this juncture in the season. Besides Bufflin. Grabner's out there, but I don't think he's the player type we're looking for. Correct. So we're going to pass on that unless, Bodker or somebody is. But we already have a 79 overall on our team in the bottom 6. We don't really need that. Goaltenders, not a darn thing out there. All right, we're ready to go. Let's go Smashville. See what you got. Now, Johnny Gaudreau, we had a big play in Gaudreau. We had a bottom 6er. And a Greenway. Was it just Greenway, actually? No, we got rid of Yarncroc. And was it? Nah, I gotta look now. It's gonna drive me nuts. Did we only make 2 trades? Look, we only made 2 trades. We got a lot of first-round draft picks out there. Like I said, I don't know what to do with this team. We got so many interesting pieces here. Gaudreau, Greenway. Yeah, that's it. We just picked up Johnny Gaudreau on the offensive side. We're going to take this cautiously, I guess, and just, I don't know. 1 second, actually. We're just going to keep on, getting to the calendar and backing out. Let's see what EA thinks of the team. Now, they're saying still seller. I don't know if that changes after you make a few trades, though. I'm not entirely sure how that works. We don't follow it that closely. We're going to go to December 2nd. And we're going to hope this team can win some hockey games. Seidenberg says, I'm happy to join the team and want to thank you for reaching out to me. Oh, you didn't. Oh, no, you didn't. No, you didn't do that. Oh, man. I can imagine you guys right now just screaming at the TV screens. We didn't sim up to get him accepted that whole time? No way. No way. Oh, yeah. It was a good call because Arvidsson, Duchesne, and the boys are now first liners. You know what it was? Was it the interim? There's Granlund with the max second liner. And you have Greenway, Forsberg, who now does not fit there as well. Not a lot changed there, except we +3 to first line. I am game with a 7 on that one. Greenway, it's still +3 as well there. And Granlund fits here perfectly. We're going to leave that as is. As far as the defense is concerned, I forgot it would do that when you bring in the interim like that. The defense is concerned, though. We're still getting Bororecki wants to be a second liner. It is what it is. I mean, we didn't change much from a chemistry standpoint. Except the first line's now a +3. So I ain't too worried about that. Thankfully, that's all that happened there. Because we just completely forgot about that. We got to signing the coach, and what did we get? Where did we go? The contract screen or something? Somehow I got distracted from simming that up there. Oh, we're not one of those. A preseason. Good preseason, though. You like to see that? Ottawa has a long stretch. What was that? Get 4 days off in the preseason? You like seeing 5-1 now. That means this team could be promising this season. W to start in New York. Both games in New York. They're 2-0. Losing to Calgary and the Winnipeg Jets. And then the Islanders again. Losing streaks got to stop, fellas, here. We're trying to score goals, not give them up. Looking at that 5-1 game, fellas. After things started pretty promising. Nashville is now 4-5. 500 Hockey Club. We're going to start putting the pedal to the metal here. Where do we go? We got to sim up enough games. I need a sample size. I don't know what to do with this team. I feel stumped. And they are just not a team that sims up well. That's clear as day. 7-9, even with the addition of Johnny Gaudreau. They need to reel off some wins, and a lot of them for me to start feeling a little bit better about this team. And after this is just, you can tell when a team is going to be good or bad, because when they start reeling wins off, they then proceed to lose 4 or 5 in a row. And that is exactly what Nashville is doing here. Anytime they get a little bit of momentum, they lose a lot of games. So 10-14, we've got a little bit to work with here for Nashville. We really don't want to see this be a team that walks at the door and struggles to make playoffs. -1 in Gaudreau, -3 for Duchesne, +0 for Arvidsson. Forsberg second line in it. Granlund -2. Greenway -1. Now, man, what do you do with this? None of these guys go on a third line. That's the difficult problem here. Johansen, you're about to get traded, pal, for real. Look at this line, -10. We got to get Grimaldi off the third line. That is where we're going to start here. I don't know who's going there, but it's not going to be him. That entire third line needs to be pitched. You have Sissons, who's solid. How's he looking from a statistical standpoint here? We're talking solid, but is it true? We're talking 20 take giveaways, 14 giveaways, 20 giveaways, 14 takeaways. And then Johansen 16/23. So he's been playing a lot better defensively. And then Grimaldi is 14/8. So yeah, Johansen hasn't been killing a team there. But the other two have. How's the bottom line looking? -8, -5, -6. So we definitely need to make some upgrades from, again, I don't know. The bottom 6 needs upgrades. Clearly, when they're struggling that mightily. But is it just the bottom 6 that you worry about? 2.85 goals for per game, opposed to 3.04 goals against. You got to score goals to win games. 2.84 is not terrible, but you got to give up a heck of a lot less than these Nashville Predators are right now. So we're going to go to the defense. We're going to look at Roman Josi. He's -21. What is this? What in the Nashville Predator having? We can't change that. What do you want us to do? That's our best defenseman. This guy's supposed to be a Norris contender. He's a -21. That is not going to win Stanley Cups at all. That's not even going to win hockey games in a AAA. Or as they call it in the NHL, the AHL. Unbelievable. Okay, what do we got? We're going to go, where do we go this time? Maybe 3, 4? We're going to go 3 million. And let's just see what's out there, EA. Give it to us. We're looking overall. Looking for power forward, snipe, or playmaker. Not playmaker. Two-way forward if possible. No. I don't want any of these players. There we go. Hyman, Zach, how you looking? Top 6 forward lines, he says. And how's he looking from a statistical standpoint? +720 points. Zach Hyman is having a good season. Is he expensive? No. Zach Hyman, you are about to be a Smashville Predator. How do you feel about that one, pal? Would you like to call the friends and family now, later, or potentially never because you're a little upset about it? Please do not let us know if it is the latter. We would like you to be a Predator and enjoy life here. We're going to send the first, and you know what? Oh, yeah, they want to get rid of Lugren. Okay, sure. You want to throw Johnny Tavares in there? Yeah, right. We can't afford that. We can dream about it. Can't afford that. Jake Muzzin be a big addition on that defense, though. Let me tell you what. If we shake things up and put him on that first unit, we're going to give it a try. The defense just can't be that bad. I'm sorry. Let's see what we got from a defensive standpoint that we can potentially move here. Contracts. Nobody's getting paid. Borecki is getting paid. He's been playing solid. Doesn't matter. We got to do something about that top unit. You're not playing enough minutes for it to matter how you're playing. That's going to open up like no cap space at all. What in the heck? Oh, okay, because we're bringing 7 million back. Dang it. We get rid of we bring over Hyman and Muzzin. So who can we move on the forward core That would be out the door as well. We can move that sniper on the unit. I don't remember his name. Name. Grimaldi. 2 million! Nice! I think he's going to get paid that much. All right, we're closer now. We're only $1 million or half of 500K off. Can we get the Leafs, the team that is cap ridden as is, to retain some contract here for us? Jake Muzzin. And we're going to throw on that first round pick. I like it. Yeah, look at Nashville's draft pick go up all of a sudden because of how bad they're playing. Yeah, you raise that draft pick for the Preds, baby. They ain't going to send it for the first. That's okay. We're going to throw on probably another first because we got to make trades. And even though it looks like the meter is ridiculously uneven, it's got to be done. There it is. Toronto's not willing to do it because of the salary. We can't help it. We really can't help it. We got to make that happen. 3 first. 3 first for Muzzin and Hyman, and they're worried about 700-800K in cap space. Nashville will be over to league maximum salary cap. You get out of here. How about now? Now we're good. 900K. That's the best we can do. Trade rejected. Grimaldi's 2 million. They're willing to make that trade, and this team needs to win games. I don't know what else to say, but we got to make it work. Let's go contracts. Who's getting paid a lot that we don't need? We need all these guys. We really don't need Johansen in all honesty, but he has been sort of solid defensively, but it doesn't matter. He isn't fit there. We might move Johansen. You know what? We're going to move Johansen. We're going to pick up a playmaker for a bottom 6 center. Do you guys have one of those? Toronto. Kerfoot. Perfect. Not an 81. That's not very perfect, actually. And he's a playmaker. That's not going to work. Gaudreau's not going to work. Who do you guys also potentially have anywhere else here? Toronto. I know you guys got some big fish, but we can't afford those guys. Willie Nylander, that'd be a nice fish to have. Actually, who am I kidding? We can afford just about anybody moving Ryan Johansen off the books here. Riley, no. Simmons, no. Mikheyev, no. No one to know. Bogosian, I didn't know he was a Maple Leaf now. Good for him. I think we're going to go. You know what? Do we dare go a Willie Nylander? Maybe. We're going to go Muzzin Hyman. That keep us in the same situation we was in before. What if we just try to go... Man. Oh, that's right. Because we're moving Johansen, we can make this work. I don't know what else to do. I think we're going to try... We're going to get gutsy here. We're going to try to get a first back of the Leafs. A first back. We're going to drop one of our firsts. We are still overpaying. What if we go that trade there? Muzzin Hyman for Johansen, Borecki, and a first. Trade rejected. We can retain some of these picks, though. That would help us out drastically here as to being able to go out there and not only get a second, third line center, but a solid third line center. We're going to send that. They're going to say no. Okay. It's going to cost us a pretty penny after all by the looks of it. We're going to drop that second, though, just to make sure. Send the first. Trade rejected. Keen on keeping the amount of salary you're asking us to. I didn't know we were still asking to retain salary. There you go, Toronto. Send it, baby. They said still not keen on. Okay. We just trying to be a little bit greedy. You don't even see that 25K though, right? Yeah, I knew they wouldn't notice. We just kind of scribbled it in on the end of the paper there. Barely squook it in. A little 25K. Didn't even notice it. You know they didn't notice it. They was going to tell us to get out the front door if they did. Good for us. Nice little shenanigans. I don't even know what to say. Funny business. We're going to call it some funny business. Okay, let's take a look what else we got out here now. We have cap space to work with. And we need a center. Eriksson Ek, Dylan Strom. Oh, man. That's a plus sniper in Eriksson Ek. We've already looked at him. Nachos would be nice. I don't know what they value Nachos as. A playmaker. Center. Jack Hughes. That's a little expensive for us. We're in the right range here. McCann. I don't mind an 82. How's he look? 7,600 draws, 85, 84. Do you fit on this team? Bottom or top 60 says. Andrei Seshnikov. I love hitting the right trigger and being reset. Eric Hall, that's our own player. We're going to look at him, though. Just take a look. -5. Not doing hot. Jack Roslovic. How's he look? Top 6 forward lines as well. I'm saying I think we need a really good player there. Let's take a look at... Now, Columbus don't have any players. Sorry, it hurts me to say it as well. Let's take a look at... Who was it? McCann? McCann, Pittsburgh. Did they have any players they can potentially add to this deal? Again, he's more expensive, though. than Roslovic. So we're actually going to go him instead because of the contract situation. And we're going to try to, again, rebuild this team even more. We have to. And do whatever we possibly can to put this team into position to win some games. They're on trade value, aren't they? Yes, they are. Okay, there we go. Overall. And Kafka. I didn't even see him before. We go right over him before. So we'll add in Roslovic. Blue Jacket legend, the hometown boy. And we're going to throw on... Oh, let's just throw on a little Patrick Line or Seth Jones. Not a big deal. Oh, Yorkshire's an 85. Yorkshire's also a sniper, though. Tomi's also a playmaker. Texie is an 82 in this game. That's nice. Two-way forward there. We're going to try to pick up Tex. Hey, they signed Dustin Bufflin. Nice. That sounds like a very Blue Jacket thing to do. They need some offense and got some defense. Defense is actually needed right now this season for these Blue Jackets. They want Matt. Of course they want Matt Duchene. It's funny. At least they didn't give that first to retain his contract there. So we're going to say, I don't know. We're going to get rid of a 79 in Grimaldi. That's some cap space. He's been struggling anyway. Don't really want him. They want this guy, Richardson. Is that Brad Richardson? There's no way. What is he doing around still? Brad, I didn't know you were still playing hockey. How's life been treating you? How's the wife and kids? Does he have a wife and kids? I ain't too sure about that. I'm not going to be the one to stalk him. Somebody's going to have to let me know. I backed out. I got a little excited about that. Brad Richardson, Grimaldi, Richardson. And again, we're going to go, man, that's a lot. The first for that. As long as we're bad right now, though, what did that not work for? I'll give it another try. As long as we're bad, though, that trade or draft pick's going to have good value. So that's the beauty of that right there, at least, from being a bad team at the moment. Cousins, no. Who's we looking for? Overall, did we not get low enough? There it is. Richardson and Grimaldi. Okay, we'll try for like the 8th time. There we go. And a second for Tex and Roslovic. Man, do we have to give up a first for that? We're doing it. Send. Really? I thought that was a little bit of an overpay. For those two guys, I'd take that as the Blue Jackets right off the bat. And who am I kidding? I am a big Texier fan. You did not hear that here. That wouldn't happen. Ginormous Tex fan. Can't do it. So let's take a look at these lines. Once again, some upgrades. Big upgrades. I believe. I hope. Is that the case? Did we get Jake Muzzin? Muzzin. I don't see Muzzin. Oh, yeah, Muzzin right there. Okay, perfect. +3 in the third line. That's not going to happen. We're going to move Muzzin to the first. I think we have to. Just because of how bad Ellis and Roman Josi have been playing. That's a huge upgrade in that defense. So we picked up Muzzin. We have Arvidsson, Gaudreau, Granlund. Why is Granlund on the first line? Because they moved Duchene to the second. That would do it. And I think that, I wasn't struggling too badly there. -3, -1, 0. It's Granlund that has to go there. Roslovic, I like where he's at. Where's Big Tex? And Hyman. Hyman, where do you fit at best here, pal? First line, of course. Sure. We're going to move you to the second unit. Because we're just breaking that unit up. Paulo, you're going to go Granlund, Forsberg. What's wrong here? Was it Forsberg that was second unit before? Why didn't we get the plus... Oh, no, the +3 change when we changed coaches. That's right. So Greenway's going to be there. And he's not going to change much with that power forward stature. Hall is a minus... See, Hall is another one that's a playmaker that upsets me. Who am I missing? Why are we down as center? Oh, they just didn't want us to have one. Okay, Kunin, you're going to play center. Maybe. I don't really like the -6. It's better than Cousins -8, though. You're going to put Kunin in there and see how she goes. Kunin, welcome. Sissons, again, -10, -6, -5. I don't like the plus minuses. We still have that first round draft pick with Greenway just being completely irrelevant. I'm sorry, Greenway, I didn't mean it. But you are, because fact of the matter is we picked you up for the chemistry and it's not there. I think we're going to go after one more big fish. Who is the question? Who is the question? How's Forsberg? 23 points. I was going to say, how's the two-way forward playing? But he's just under a point per game. We're going to go big. Have to go big, and we can't afford to wait any longer. Things are going to have to work, and they're going to have to work quickly. We tried to make the small changes to get this team to where it needs to be, and all of a sudden, there's like, nope, that's not going to happen. So we're just going to take a look at what's out there. Literally everything. I want to go by contract, though, preferably. See $6 million there. And Brad Marchand. He's older. You think they would move Brad Marchand, though? The two-way forward. You talk about a player that could be a difference maker for this team. Bada bing, bada bang. We have some trade value on these picks. I'm telling you, we're sending it. There's Brad Marchand. There's another first. Ain't gonna mess around. We are just barely over the cap. If we can make Brad Marchand work, let me tell you what. No questions about it. He's gone. Whoever it's got to be, they're out of here. Arvidsson out of here. Holla, see you later. Cousins, bye. Literally, see you later. Cousins open up the books as well. Cousins 2 first. Brad Marchand. Now, I didn't think so. We're still way too far off there, I'd imagine. Even though the trade value is there. But we're willing to sell. Sell whatever's left of the farm system for Brad Marchand. We're going all in here. 3 first-round draft picks. Nick Cousins, Brad Marchand. Not going to happen. Who else can we possibly move for Brad Marchand? I don't think we're going to be able to make it work. I wanted to try it, though. I mean, we get rid of Fabro. Fabro's got some ridiculous trade value. He's got the 82. I really don't want to get rid of Fabro, though. How's Fabro been playing this season? +1, not horrible. He's going to the 3rd unit. So, with that kind of trade value, do you consider doing that? I mean, sure. Do you have a defender over here? Boston, that is the question. They're willing to move Zubero. I'm sure they are. Yeah. Good luck with that one. You can have him. We might be able to take a guy like Carlo, though. I mean, it's the bottom unit. I ain't against it. Carlo, how's the chemistry looking? Everything. Does that keep us in the cap? No. Dang it. That's the problem there. But if we move Fabro, bang, we're still over the cap just slightly. Let's see what they say. Get us out from cap purgatory, Boston, and accept this trade. That is some trade bait right there. And they said, no, thank you. Okay, so that's one of those players. Like we said, there's some teams are just not willing to move their studs. Other teams, on the other hand, they'll do it in a heartbeat. So that's a team that's not going to do it. We'll keep going down the list here. Ovechkin, negative. Entry-level deal, we ain't going to make that work ever. He would just laugh at us. Move down to the 90s. Pietrangelo, Yossi, Stamkos. Bergeron's another one, man. I wouldn't mind him. First line unit, stud and a half. I don't think they're going to do it. We just keep going to Boston. And Boston don't want to move any of their top 3. Do I blame them? Absolutely not. Would I like them to? Absolutely. I'd appreciate that as well, but they're not going to do it. Here's a first. Here's a second. I wish you'd keep your picks on there so you had to re-click them every time. Here we go. Those 3. And who was going to leave then? We had somebody around here. See his name, we'll remember it. We're straight too many players around. We can't keep up. Rosovic, Hyman, no. Paula, Cousins. Cousins. There you go. That put us in the proper area. And they bang. They wouldn't do Marchand, but they did Patrice Bergeron. What a pickup for these Minnesota Wild. All of a sudden, the team is now a buyer. EA thinks this team is now a playoff contender. Big news there. Well, best lines this year EA's got. Marchand's first unit. How's he look on the chemistry? Decent. Gaudreau's up there. And who do we put up there with them? Duchesne. Okay, sure. Yeah, we'll go Duchesne. That works. And then Arvidsson, Granlund, Forsberg. I like that, I think. That looks pretty nice. You're going to go back here. I don't know why they keep thinking Sissons and his not-so-pretty plus-minus are going to play there. Greenway's down to the bottom unit now. That's an upgrade as well for the bottom 6. Not bottom unit, bottom 4, I should say. Or third line, I should say. Sissons, you're probably going to have to play center here. You know what it is? They keep taking out our other center, don't they? Or do they not? I think we traded Cousins away. Do we have another one? Yeah, we have Holla. And Kunin. I don't know why they keep taking Kunin out. What do they have against Kunin? We're going to put him there. Ellis, Yossi, Ekholm. Fabro stays. I forgot about that, so that's interesting as well. Muzzin, you're going to go back to that first unit up there, see what we can make happen. This team's pretty nasty right now. I'll tell you what, these guys can't win games. I don't know what to say. Bergeron, Duchesne, Forsberg, Yossi, Ellis. We're going to put Gaudreau up here. That's not going to happen. You're going to go here. I want to put him on the right. Is that the right side for him? What hand is he? Left-handed? Nah, go this side. Okay, perfect. Tex, Granlund, Rosovic, Arvidsson, Ellis. Short. Power play. Forsberg, Bergeron. We're going to once again, Gaudreau, you can go up there. Arvidsson will move you with Ellis. I like that. That's perfect. Bergeron's going to kill them penalty kills. Look at those penalty kills. +5 for both of them. This team's ready to roll. We have went all in. We have sold the house. This is typically something we do only for the really bad teams. Sorry, Nashville, but you are now in that boat because we struggled to win games just making a couple additions. But we got to see if these guys can win some games. 10-4, lost with the first one. Vancouver, there we go, overtime win. We're on a 3-game point streak to say the very least. Point streak continues against the Senators. How about Vancouver again? Vancouver says, take my points. Lost to the Devils, got the point though. Ottawa W. Blackhawks W. Team's starting to turn things around. As expected, when you pick up a guy like Bergeron to be a defensive specialist, this team's going to have a hot month of not just December, but January and February too, though, if they want to make Stanley Cup playoffs again. It's tough to know we had to sell the entire future. It's driving me up the wall, but at the same time, you got Bergeron. You got Gaudreau. You had some solid players there. But at the same time, it was an all-out sellout for the rebuild if this team does make plus. And if it doesn't, we still put our best foot forward here. Sometimes it's got to do with the chemistry. Sometimes it's just a tough team. You wanted to try to keep the core players. As we mentioned, we had to get rid of Johansen. But you try to keep the core players of teams and see what you can do from there. This team, though, I'll only tell you what, they are still a 500 hockey club and just can't happen to figure things out here. Heading to the trade deadline, we ain't even got to stop because we have nothing. We have no answers at the trade deadline. What we will do, though, is look at the lines to see if we can shake anything up from that standpoint to try and improve things here. Bergeron, 57 points, almost up to 30 goals after 63 games played. Looking good. So you have Bergeron, Gaudreau's solid. And then you have Duchesne, 48 points plus 6. And it's not bad. Look at Bergeron, 23 minutes a night. It's because he's killing those penalties as well. Forsberg's still a solid season. Granlund kind of meh, but he's a second line, so it's okay. Greenway decent. Roslovic -7, +1 for Hyman, +6 for Tex, +1 for Kunitz, and a -13 for Sissons, who continues to be a problem and you can't improve it. You're out of your Sissons. We gave you a try. You're gone though. You're voted off the island. We're bringing in Eric Halla, the savior, our Lord and Savior, Eric Halla. On defense, -15, so it's improved. Muzzin's playing great. Ekholm Ellis is a -24. What is going on with Ryan Ellis? Wherever we put him, he's struggling. Look at Fabro, though. I knew he simmed up well, 85. So we're going to move Fabro to the second unit. We're going to move Ellis to the third. I can't believe Ellis is a third liner. Fabro is a positive player. And we'll see if that changes things up. Again, maybe the goaltenders are just playing horribly as well. That's not goaltending. Maybe the goaltenders are playing bad. 900 for Saros. That's definitely not the best. You got to do what you got to do. Take a look at this again. One last thing we can do. Try to get this team into the playoffs. Sometimes you just swing and miss. And it just happens. We're going to take a look, though. See if we can improve the penalty kill by any stretch of the imagination here. 3 goals per game. So we're back in positive territory. That's the Jets. I lied. We're Nashville. We are 2.88 and 3.23. So we're still horrible. The power play, 13%. The penalty goes 77. Why is everything so bad? Coach is supposed to be a special team specialist, and our special teams are getting completely destroyed. Special teams, Duchesne, Bergeron, and Forsberg. Again, that's got to be the answer. Who do you take off that unit? Bergeron wins the draws. You got... Maybe we move Forsberg down here. It shouldn't matter. It's a power play unit. I can't imagine messing with that. Halla, Bergeron, we just moved Halla in. Ekholm, Hyman, Roslovic's a -7. I don't know. I do know that you should be first lining it, not on center though. So we can try that. Bergeron, you're back here. Ekholm, Ellis, Muzzin. I do. What? Just because we moved him up there changed that much? Really? That chemistry was a +5 though. It meant nothing. So we're going to try it. Yossi with Ekholm. That's the change we can make there. Ekholm, again, Yossi will put on the first unit here. And we'll move Ekholm down. I think that's where we're going to go, right? Yeah, we'll move Ekholm down. Halla, we're going to try out. And that's it. We're going to run this thing to the end of the season. This team has to get hot. Very, very hot. Or they are not winning a Stanley Cup. They're not going to make playoffs. Hard to believe. Team sold the entire future to improve. This team was already a solid team to begin with. You didn't expect this team to be a below 500 club. And to add all these players, Gaudreau, Muzzin, you got Fabro starting to break out. You, again, power forward, we picked up, we moved Johansen's contract, obviously. But you would have thought when you added these players, added a little bit more depth, they could do it. We got to get hot, though. We have a very slim chance of making playoffs. Got to win these games. Lost to Toronto. Things continue to look bleak here for the Nashville Predators. That's unfortunate. Call it a tough sim. Maybe just a tough season. But this team's not going to make playoffs. They're not even going to finish above 500. They just sold away their entire future. And some team's about to get a lovely potential lottery pick here with the Nashville Predators. Meanwhile, Bergeron, 72 points. That's who it was. Bergeron who picked up. How do you pick up Bergeron as well? You got Bergeron. Gaudreau, 70 points. Duchesne, 62. Forsberg, 57. You mean on paper, this team is just nasty. Absolutely filthy. But maybe the shocker of all shockers, Roman Josi, minus 23, 36 points. You do not expect that out of a guy that is a stud like Roman Josi. Ryan Ellis, same story. You expected those defensemen to carry this team. You've seen Saros with the 900. It's just a tough season. It's unfortunate it came this way. As always, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.